On February 24, 2026, the Madhya Pradesh Employees Selection Board released an updated examination calendar. They reorganized the entire testing structure for the year. Dates were pulled, deadlines shifted, and thousands of new vacancies were slotted into the timeline, forcing every candidate to reset their preparation cycle. But if you check the ESB website on your phone, this updated schedule is practically invisible due to the interface layout. You have to bypass the main homepage announcements entirely and scroll to the absolute bottom under the Exam Program section. The complete schedule is housed inside this small blue PDF icon. Downloading the document gives you the dates, but to actually build a study plan, we need to map how these exams overlap and intersect. Reading the calendar straight down the page chronologically creates a false sense of urgency. The raw data presents a congested timeline where completely unrelated exams appear to be competing for your attention. To navigate 2026, we have to isolate the exams by their specific professional sectors. This chart divides the year into 4 functional swim lanes: uniformed services, health, technical and administrative, and education. By plotting the ESB dates into this matrix, we can see exactly when each sector peaks and where the preparation windows actually exist. We start with the uniformed services, a sector defined by a sharp divide between the spring and the winter. Looking at the top row, the MP Sub-Inspector Mains examination drops into April. The Forest Guard and Jail Prahari exams follow next, both pushed back from their previous targets. They now sit entirely within the month of May. The administration extended the form-filling deadline to April 30th. That extension physically prevented the board from executing an April test date. That brings us to the MP Police Constable exam. Originally scheduled for October, it experienced the largest shift in the update. The exam slides all the way to December 2026. Uniformed candidates face a bifurcated year. You have a high-intensity testing phase in the spring for SI and guards, followed by a 6-month endurance run leading to the constable exam in the winter. We move down to the health sector. The ESB injected over 3,600 specialized medical vacancies directly into the middle of the calendar. In the second swim lane, the nursing officer and sister tutor block, holding 2,317 posts, lands exactly on May 15th. Alongside it, 1,287 hospital assistant grade 4 positions enter the timeline. But the calendar hides a tight logistical constraint regarding the official rulebook, the document that defines the syllabus and eligibility rules. The rulebook is scheduled to release on April 5th. That leaves exactly 40 days between the official guidelines and the test date. 40 days is mathematically insufficient to cover a specialized medical syllabus. Health candidates must begin studying the core subjects well before the specific guidelines are published. For technical and administrative candidates, the pressure concentrates heavily in the summer. Everything bottlenecks in the month of June. On the third swim lane, Group 2 Subgroup 4 enters June with 500 open posts. In that exact same window, the Group 3 Sub-Engineer exam drops 900 posts beneath it. Outside this summer cluster, Group 2 Subgroup 2 sits far out in November. For technical aspirants, your entire year hinges on your performance within those 30 days in June. Finally, we map the education sector, focusing on teacher eligibility. In the fourth swim lane, the VARG 2 secondary teacher test plots into July. The VARG 3 primary teacher test follows immediately in August. Because these exams sit back-to-back, education candidates can lock in a single, uninterrupted study block through the late summer. This master chart reveals the true shape of the 2026 ESB calendar. The data shows extreme testing density across May and June, spanning 3 different sectors simultaneously. It also highlights the empty stretches, particularly the long autumn runway leading up to December. Trying to prepare generally for all open Vyapam exams will spread your focus too thin across these peaks. You need to pick your specific sector, isolate your row on the timeline, and reverse engineer your daily schedule from those test dates. The updated schedule dictates exactly when you need to sprint and when you have the time to build endurance. Pick your sector, respect the timeline, and get to work.